Hey guys, usually when I film videos, I'm just waiting for the perfect moment. Usually I have a spot right over there where it's just I can, while I'm shooting, I can like have a view on the sea, or these types of perfect spots. And that's the easiest, like the simplest way I found to find a good environment, so just I can feel the vibe. But I realized when I'm waiting for that kind of perfect vibe so I can get in the flow to shoot my video, I just completely miss the point, right? It's not about the vibe. Like, there is a vibe definitely that happens when you shoot videos. That's when you get in the zone. But it's not the vibe of the environment. It's the vibe, like, inside you. Like, it's the vibe. How can I word it? That's so funny. It's the vibe of your skill, right? It's not the vibe around you, rather it's the vibe inside you. And that vibe it just comes from mastery. That's the flow state, basically. But it's better to articulate that and to connect the dots by using different expressions. So the flow state is basically a vibe that you get once you're confident about whatever that you try to do. That's just the skill. And that vibe, the goal is just to have it whenever you want, right? When you decide, not where the outside or the circumstances decide. Otherwise, you will just find yourself trying to fine tune everything to take care of every single little detail, just to make sure that it's all external things. Everything, well, now that's my philosophy. Like, everything comes from the inside. It's all internal. And this makes the moments perfect, right? When you are ready inside and you just, concrete example, this is, I guess, the 10th video, 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever. The first video was like horrible. I was just mumbling and stuff. I was hesitating, like having like blanks, going blank and not knowing what to say, because I was trying to make my video perfect. But no, it's not gonna be perfect. Like, if you're trying to try to find a YouTube tutorial on, okay, how to make your video super entertaining so you can retain attention, and they say, okay, your introduction has to be 1.5 minutes and you have to give them, but not too much, so just you open a curiosity loop and you bribe the viewer to watch until the end and make your points in 3 steps, and in the conclusion you wrap everything up with some... Bro, that doesn't happen like that. It's not like textbook kind of stuff. That's what I mean by flow. It's not just opening a notebook and saying, okay, how am I going to make my introduction? All right. This is the type of stuff of like YouTubers who read scripts, right? But this is not the same YouTube. It's not the spontaneous YouTube, right? Now, if you just want to make scripted videos and make a faceless channel, or just these old kind of channels where just everything is perfect and doesn't have that authenticity into it, that organicness, well, just go ahead. But if you want to have like that kind of flow that you can bring, that skill that you can bring in real life, actually, that spontaneity that you're learning through YouTube, but you take with you on the real world, then you have to learn flow. I say you, but I'm teaching it to myself, basically, because this video most probably is gonna have 0 views because I'm so bad at optimizing. But anyway, the point here is just, you want to be transversal. Like, a transversal skill is a skill that you can bring with you everywhere. And that comes from spontaneity. And that comes from ignoring the imperfection of the environment. Now I'm just in a parking lot, right? Just in a parking lot. There's also a car behind me. Nothing fancy. Like, I was just like, having a walk, grabbed my board and just made a couple of ollies in the skate park. And I was like, I'm a little bit tired, my video won't be perfect. Heck, being perfect. We always talk about perfectionism, how you have to get rid of perfectionism, but we don't realize how many benefits there are to embracing imperfection. It just has so many benefits. Efficiency, effectiveness, flow state, resilience, emotional control, everything. Like, embracing imperfection, it really feels like it has all the benefits in the world. But every time, it's something that always comes back, So let's just imagine I learned about, okay, I'm gonna get rid of perfectionism. Make 5 videos, 10 videos, right? So the first video I posted, I got rid of imperfection. But 10 videos later, I'm gonna forget about it. So I will have to actualize, right? This, I have to get over it again because I'm influenced. Because sometimes, I see ads, very like, how ads are made on these like ad signs outside. Everything around us in this industrialized world looks perfect. Everything around us looks perfect because it's industrialized, it's systemized to look perfect. And it will always give us some signal. So unless you're living in the woods with no internet connection, then I guess you won't have this problem, because you get the point. It's just the cars when you get outside, some people, how they're dressed. Even if here in my town, like, people are dressed like shit, but anyway, it doesn't happen. But if you live in a big town, like, some people are just, they look like perfect because they put all of their energy into looking like that perfect. But if your priority is just something else, you don't care about it, right? You don't want to bring this perfection everywhere. You want to have it inside, because that perfection, it just comes from the skill mastery, right? So I guess like 13 videos in, I got pretty good at being spontaneous and not to like being super rigid about making these videos, and just like say things like they have to be said and not stick to one single topic while still making a point. And it's all about paradoxes. When you get rid of imperfection, there will be a lot of paradoxes, and you need also to accept them, because magic happens in the paradoxes. When I say, for example, I'm trying to make a point, but I'm going everywhere. I make an example. Oh, what do I have to say now? I don't know. Just say something else, as long as it's relevant in the conversation. And I guess some people who have attention deficit, they will struggle a lot with this. I guess I realized also myself, I had like attention deficit, and it was hard for me to keep my attention. I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, but I had some attention deficits. And how I solved this problem is just I stopped caring. It won't really make sense, but as long as I'm coherent and I'm talking about something that I'm applying on a daily basis, and my thing. I just know what I'm talking about because I'm just doing it every day. Then I will naturally fall back on my. I don't want to say fall back. I will naturally get back, on track. Because I'm just articulating myself. That's the true power. Is being articulate about stuff that you already do. If you try to articulate stuff that you don't even like practice, it's not in you, like you're not an embodiment of what you're trying to say, then you're going to need a script. Well, damn, that video is super long. Anyway, embrace imperfection and have a nice day. Bye bye.